Hello, my sweethearts. Welcome back to Tara's Take. So today's Friday, and usually we'd be working on some kind of a journal, but I am going to be working on more background pages. The other day, after I got finished, I went in and did some more stuff. I made some on some of that antique magazine paper and also on some of my printouts. And I did these with mica spray. And some are done on the jelly plate, some were done just spraying it on there. I have some scraps from other projects we did this week. But these are all from what I did after I got off of the video with you guys. So this was that page that I had to the side that I kept saying, well, I don't really like that one, so I'd wipe stuff on it. And then I went back over it with the mica spray yesterday and got a really good result. So I started and actually did this video up until it was almost finished yesterday, and my phone ran out of space. And because, you know, me and editing, we're redoing the video. So this is what I made with you guys yesterday. Let me see if you can see it good. Kind of pull back a little bit. So it came out really pretty, I think. I hope you like it too. But it's, you know, a Christmas collage for journaling cards and stuff. And I based it on top of, and I'll probably go ahead and cover this again because it's a little wrinkly, but I thought it looked cool. It was wrapping paper, that old wrapping paper I had, and I coffee dyed it. Here's some that I did. This was super bright white. Came from the dollar store last year. But anyway, I have a few pieces of that scattered on here underneath stuff. So yeah, but anyways, I'm going to use some Tim Holtz decorations. I had picked up all these Christmas background cards, wallpaper thingies, and then all the little doodads, his Christmas people, and then I also picked up more of his little pocket pit, you know, the little double-sided ones, but they're all Christmas themed. So today, instead of just using what I have as scraps, I'm going to also kind of scrap some of Tim's stuff and use it. So let's get started because I would like to do 2 of them if possible. You know how slow I am though, so we'll see. Anyway, so I had printed out a DigiKit. I don't know the name of the shop. I'll have to look it up and find it because anyway, I had just done some background pages for, these are Christmas vintage. And so I'm going to use one of these and use it as a glue board. They're printed out on cardstock, so it's, you know, it's pretty thick. And then, yeah, it'll be fun. I'm going to use my flat brush. I have a bigger flat brush to paint over the top after we get everything laid down. I've got Mod Podge. Normally, I would do a lot of gluing. I don't know that I will this time. We'll see. I think I'm going to just use the Mod Podge. I like how it turned out yesterday with the papers. So I'm just going to trim down a couple pieces of this. And I am going to be doing this with like a straight edge. I'm not going to be tearing stuff like I do a lot of times. I really liked how it turned out yesterday. And yeah, so I'd like to do that again. So I'm just going to do as I go. I'm going to, you know, do the Mod Podge. Okay, so it's Friday. How is everybody? Are you guys doing anything fun this weekend? Anybody got any plans? Or are you like me and you're a homebody and you'd rather stay home? That's me. For the most part, me and Courtney are homebodies. And I'm good with that. I used to make the joke at my old offices that I had an uneventful weekend when they'd ask me, you know, and I'd always tell people, and that's how I like it. So I had a great weekend. Sounded boring to the younger people, but to me and to anybody who's a little older and has been there and done that on the night out thing, you know. We're kind of like, whatever. I mean, it's fun once in a while, but not as a norm. Now with these, I'm just pressing that down to make sure it stays. With the mica spray, I noticed when I painted over it that it changed the color a lot, but then once it dried, it's still got a really beautiful metallic background to it. So that, like, let's see, like this is a mica spray, this one is, these up here are, and they all just have a really pretty metallic look. So yeah, I was worried yesterday because when I saw it changing, I was going, oh no, it doesn't look the same, it looks bad, you know. And then I realized that later. It was like, oh no, it's okay, it's coming around. So I really like how this turned out. And I was laughing today at myself because like my whole focus right now is either Thanksgiving or Christmas. So the videos we do more than likely for the next month or two are gonna be, the majority are gonna be geared toward our projects, even though it'll be probably, you know, it'll be something within that we're gonna use in the books. I'm not gonna focus in on the books as much as I am on like what I'm doing to get them done, you know. So I ran up to the store today. I had to return Tippy's dog food. She has been eating a beef flavor of Little Caesars. Yeah, Little Caesars on the hard food. And she's been doing really good with it. And she loves her, oh, what's it called? Fresh Pet that you get out of the refrigerator section. She's been eating that since she was a baby. And I think I've mentioned before, but I have to mix it to give her hard food, you know, for her teeth, and also to keep her little poo-poo, you know, firm. I give her hard food. Well, I've been giving her the Little Caesars beef, and this last Saturday I thought, oh, I'll give her something different. So I got her Little Caesars, but I got her the chicken. Well, ever since I did that and she's been eating it, she's been going potty like crazy. And I've noticed that her potty is not firming up as well. So the last 2 nights in a row, she has which she never does this. She has woke me up to go to the bathroom, and that's just not like her. So we decided to exchange her her food. So I had to go to Walmart this morning, which I don't normally go. Usually Cordy will go to like the store for me after he gets off work. Isn't he sweet? He is the sweetest man. And so if I need, he always texts me every day, and he's like, babe, do you need anything? Let me know. I don't mind. That's always what he says, unless he's super tired, you know. So, but I thought, no, I'm going to go this time. So I went and got him that, and I got a few things, you know, for the house that we needed. And yeah, so that was my fun this morning. And then yesterday, and I told you guys about this in the video yesterday, but it didn't work out. The video you'll never see. Yeah, I went to the dollar store. It's kind of funny. I went to the dollar store for wrapping paper. I didn't feel like I had a good enough selection. So I went there for wrapping paper. Well, yeah, I ended up with like $45 worth of stuff. I mean, it was insane. And you know what I did not get? I did not get the wrapping paper. Yeah. So it was pretty funny. But it is what it is, right? I like this side, the music. That's cute. But this one, I want to distress a little bit. Where's my ink? Yes, we are searching for Tara's ink again. Aha! I found it. One of you was telling me that you were laughing at me yesterday on the video because I couldn't find the ink and it was sitting right in front of me. I was like, I know, it's so funny. If it's a snake, it'll bite me. I mean, sometimes I can be staring right at something and be talking to myself and saying, where is that? I did it the other day with my phone. My phone was laying literally on the table in front of me, and I was searching and searching, and I walked away and came back. I searched in the bathroom, and then I come back and it's laying right there. I'm like, okay, how did I miss it? I don't know. Kind of dingy that way, just a little bit. So I practiced this morning, and eventually I'm going to get up the courage to do it with you guys. I practiced making dangles. Woohoo! Yay! I added like 2 of them. Here, I'll show you guys so you can see what I did. Because I got to show somebody. Let's see here. I did this one. Okay, that little tiny one. And I did... what's the other one? It looks a lot like that. It's hanging from one of the yarns. Let me see. Ah, here it is. It's just a little bit bigger beads, but did that one. Can you guys see? Okay, am I holding it? So yeah, there's one. And then I did another one, and it's not going on here, of course, because it wouldn't match, but there, I did that one. So I'm practicing. I watched a few videos this morning. I think I mentioned I used to make jewelry, but I haven't done it in years, and it was always for jewelry. It wasn't to put on journals, and so I think a lot of my trepidation about it is being out of practice, and then also just not really gearing it toward what I'm doing now. You know, I think of it and I think of jewelry. I don't think of it as something I'm going to make a dangle and hang from my journal, you know. So that's kind of, I think, my problem. Not problem, but my issue, I guess. Okay, I like these little cards for this. These are fun, and they kind of make it super easy to make it look different and fun as a backdrop. All right, so let me know if you guys joined along and did a Christmas collage. If you did, I'd love to see it. You, of course, can show me that on our Facebook group if you're a member. If you're not a member, please join with us. And I was going to tell you guys, I noticed none of us, including myself, have been posting much in there. So I'm like, hey guys, we need to be showing off to each other a little bit more. Like I said, me included, I'm guilty myself. There's so many branches of social media, I just get dizzy. Do you guys feel like that sometimes? I mean, I just do. I'm like, oh my goodness, I forget half the time to even post in some of them, and you know, I forget to even post my own videos into, like, to kind of put them out there, you know, and advertise them a little bit. I do. I forget. I really do. It's kind of funny. But there's so much going on all the time in our world. I think we're all so busy. I'm sure that you guys totally get what I'm saying. I just feel like I'm so busy all the time. You know what I should use instead of my distress? I should use my archival. I have a vintage photo in archival. Let me see, where's it at? I have a little one I'll use if I can find it. I think it's in here, and of course I have this drawer blocked. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This will be better. It'll be permanent, and then that way when I paint over it with the Mod Podge, it won't come up or smear, which kind of looks cool anyway, but I'd rather smear it on purpose than have it happen like that. Okay. I was bummed here a while back because I was painting on those antique pages from the, we're going to put this one over here, the magazine, that St. Nicholas magazine I showed you guys, and which, oh my gosh, I love working on those pages because they're so cool. And I noticed though, because I was using watercolor, not markers, well, I guess they are markers, yeah, watercolor markers and pencils, that when I used the Mod Podge, in some spots, not all of them, but in some, it would come up, and I was so bummed because it ruined it for me, you know. It just didn't look right. And this is one I did the other day with you guys, and we did the stamping. This came out really cute on the other one, so I figured I'd put another one up here on this. So there's something so like relaxing to me and rewarding to me about spreading Mod Podge. I'm not really sure why. Do you guys have stuff like that? I've noticed that with me and cutting paper. I find it very cathartic. Some people have mentioned to me that they find it nerve-wracking, you know, and I don't. My husband laughs at me. I've told you guys before. I just find it so relaxing to do. We're going to come in closer here. I've been way too far out. There we go. Yeah, I just find it super relaxing to do. Yeah. And I guess it's got a little bit to do with like the sound, because I know one of the things I loved in watching Tina was the sound of cutting the paper. I liked it. And I didn't even know I liked that sound until I started watching junk journal videos and going, oh, that's weird. I was like, you know, I guess it's that whole asthma thing. I don't know what that stands for again. I can't remember. But I used to know. I mean, I've read it. I just don't know what it is offhand. I had one young lady, and I was so glad she felt that way. She mentioned the sound that my channel makes and my voice and the cutting and different things and how relaxing it was. And I was really glad to hear that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure that I scatter these kind of glittery papers I did. They look so pretty after you get stuff on top of them, just peeking out. So I think I'm probably going to get me, I might get me another kit of Tim's little ephemera pieces. I really like those. For the Christmas, I mean. Because I don't know that I'll see him again next year, you know. I'm not sure. Do you guys know, does he run like the same stuff every year, or doesn't he design new stuff? I don't know, I kind of thought he might design new stuff. So I really like the kit that I bought. And I was just thinking I better get a second one so that I have it just in case. Sorry, I keep sniffling. My nose is bugging me. We're going to do a piece of this one. And this one surprised me. I did not. Those are always nice, those happy accidents. Like you guys always tell me. It's a good thing. Yeah, this one was definitely a happy accident. Kind of want it to run a longer strip. Yeah. The reason I'm folding it like that is so it won't flip as much, just in case you were wondering. If you could see. I'm trying, oopsie. I'm trying to keep my work visible. Am I in the right spot? Okay, good. Still flips a little bit, but not so much. And then like we do with other collages, once we're done laying everything out, we'll go ahead and trim the edges, and before I do like the next layer, I'll trim the edges and stuff. I might get 2 done today. Maybe. I'm thinking tomorrow we will do the reveal and do like the cut, you know, the cuts and stuff. That'll be fun. I love that part. Figuring out, you know, where everything's gonna go and what it's gonna look like. I did so many background videos with you guys for the Thanksgiving journal already that I'm pretty set for handmade, you know, anything that I wanted in there that I made myself. And I, like I said, I've been fussy cutting to death all my Thanksgiving kits that I bought for, I'll have Thanksgiving kits for 3 years with the ones I bought, honestly. Let's see, where do I want this one? And I think that we'll probably, let's see, does this fit here? Looks like it just about, well, a little off, huh? Shucks. Well, too late now. Anyway, what I was saying was that we'll have, we'll probably be doing some work on the cover for the Thanksgiving journal here soon. I've got an idea. I was trying to explain to one of you, Sonia, she's one of our family. She is one of my good friends. We met on Facebook, and she's awesome. If you ever see her comments, feel free to speak to her. She is very wonderful. And she was telling me how she does hers, because she's done quite a few of the ring binders, journals. And so I was trying to explain to her and in the comments, and it's kind of funny because I know I wasn't making any sense. So sorry, Sonia. I was trying to explain what I had made. I made a journal back probably at the beginning of this year, maybe the end of last year. And it was a beautiful journal, but it was like a monster. It was huge, okay? And I had made these, it was like a double spread that would go on both sides of the journal. And I had made it out of cloth and done like, you could open it on the side, like it was a side page opening folder, but they were made from fabric, okay? Well, they were way too thick to put inside that journal, so I ended up using them as a separate cover of their own and making a small journal to go on the side, okay? And I sold it as a set. Well, I'm thinking of doing something like that with this journal, but I'm going to have to do them in two, instead of a whole spread where it folds in, I'm going to be doing it in 2 separate pieces, and I think I can make it work. Yeah, so that's what my brain is kind of wrapping around right now, and when I figure out how I'm going to do it exactly, I'm going to do a video of it, I think. If I can. I'm sure going to try, okay? I'm going to try for you guys, because I got to be honest, I'm always shocked that I inspire anybody. But you tell me that I inspire you, and I believe you, and so I'm very humbled by it, and I mean that from the very bottom of my heart. I mean it. I am always like, really? I didn't think it was that good, or I mean, that's how I talk to myself. I'm like, oh, thank God, you know, I'm so happy that you felt inspired. I mean that every time I say it, because I always leave the video going, you sounded kind of silly, or you didn't make sense, or you know, I know I can be kind of hard on myself. Y'all have told me that. And I've heard that a lot. But you know, when you're the one doing it, it's just different. And so I'm really happy that I inspired you guys. And since you've told me that I do, I'm going to go ahead and try to do that on video. And pray that I can do it justice, because I'm excited about it. If it works, it's going to be really, I think you'll really like it. I'm thinking if I make it, I might not have to do it as two separate ones. If I ended up making it a big enough piece, I might be able to do it as a one piece and then run the rings through the openings of the cloth and have them coming out, but have the cloth going around them, if you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I don't really know if it'll work or not, but yeah, so we're going to be working on that. That's my hope. My second choice of cover will be just like taking a hardback book and redesigning that with the cloth, you know, covering the pieces with the cloth and laying that out. So that's my second choice. So we'll see. I would really like it if I could make the folder type setting, because it's cool and it's pretty, and it would be perfect for this type of journal because of the fact that, or the theme, the Thanksgiving, you know, autumn theme. It would be really, really good, because it's kind of got that country feel to it naturally, you know. So the last one I did, if any of you saw it on Facebook, I posted it. It was the one that had the muslin, where I had printed the Victorian Le Mode, how do you say that? The magazine, the fashion magazine, Le Mode Illustré, or however you say it. I had printed those onto the muslin and then used the muslin as the cover, or as the, well, it turned into a cover, yeah. And it was really cute. It really, honestly, turned out cute. I enjoyed doing it too. So that was another reason I was like, you know, that was a lot of fun. I think it would be fun to do that again. So wish me blessings on that, okay? Pray for me. Pray for me, please, sisters. I need you to. I'm not kidding. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. I know you guys probably know what I'm saying, but. And, you know, being on camera, you want things to come out right. You want it to, you know, I mean, you do when you're by yourself too, but having everybody watch you do stuff is, yeah, it can be a little nerve-wracking. I like this little scene that's on this card here. Okay. Not sure where I'm going to put it. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'll put it there in the corner. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan, girls. Hopefully, you know what, maybe I'll put it over here. I think I will. There we go. Tippy is talking in her sleep, in case anybody has really good ears and they hear this little voice. Yeah, that thing about her food, it's causing her the last 2 nights, and she never, ever does this. She actually woke me up to go outside and go potty again. She did that the night before, and now last night she did it again, and she actually had a boo-boo on the on our rug in our bedroom, and that's, Tippy does not do that. So yeah, I felt really bad for her, because she was upset, you know, because she don't like that, and it was embarrassing to her, I think. You know how dogs get embarrassed? Aren't they adorable when they get embarrassed? They crack me up. They're so cute. Oh, I love that. So yeah, she got embarrassed this morning when we called her in the room and said, "Did you do this?" She was like, "Oh." If it were something she did a lot, we would think it was, you know, just her being lazy, but yeah. It's something she absolutely never does. And this doesn't fit here perfectly, but I'm going to be doing some covering with that Tim Holtz goodies with the ephemera stuff pieces. So little fussy pieces. So I thought it wouldn't matter. Plus, it's that Christmas paper behind there. I need to keep that in mind. I don't have to cover every piece, you know. I mean, I'm going to for the most part, but let's see. Special handling. What do I want to do? I've got that metallic look there, so I think we're good on that. Of course, that might end up getting cut, and then there wouldn't be. But I don't want to do the same one there, because that's... Here, I'm going to do one of these pieces I cut off from yesterday. Where is it? I think, yeah, right here. It's got words, so even though it's got a lot of the same color scheme. Let's see, how big do I need it? About there. So I'll cut that off around there. Should be good. Should be good. Sorry, it's what Cordy says all the time because Ricardo says that at work all the time. Should be good. I told you he's from Jamaica, so he has that accent. Every time I hear someone say it, I think of Cordy saying it like him. They cut down the biggest tree yesterday. It was a monster. Oh my goodness, you guys. It took them 5 hours to get this tree cut down and cut up and loaded into the trailer. And then they had to make 2 trips to the dump. It was that big. Just, he sent me a picture of it. It was absolutely massive. I kept telling him, be careful. I hate when they do trees because he doesn't like heights. So he never climbs. He always does the work on the ground. So whatever comes down, oh man, dang it. I did that yesterday on the other one too. He does, you know, the groundwork, and which consists of chopping it up, you know, and hauling it into the trailer and all that. It's a lot of heavy lifting and stuff. And so, but he's underneath where they are sawing, okay? And that makes me a little bit nervous. I know that the angels are watching over my honey, but, you know, I don't like that. What time is it, kids? Let's see. If I bump that one more time, look at that. I keep bumping it. It's not dry and I'm tearing it. It makes me mad. Well, that piece is going to get cut off anyway. It's okay. So we're at 33 minutes. I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to grab another piece of paper. And I think on this one, I'm going to use a green underneath. This one's pretty. And actually, I think I am literally going to use Tim Holtz, like his stuff on this, not my own. I want to see where his little, here they are. These cards are too cool. I don't want to collage totally over it. I was thinking, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Can you see it? It looks so vintagey. Duh. I know. Stater of the obvious here. That's your Tara. That is me. My late husband and my kids would always tease me and be like, "Oh, okay, Mom," because I would always state the obvious. Let me see. Ooh, music. That's nice. Yeah, cut some of that up, and then wait, there was another one here I saw. This one. Oh, look, candy sticks. I kind of want to keep that one for something fun. Okay. I might have to do like a Tim Holtz video and cut these down into some cards and stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Just those pieces themselves. And then decorate them a little bit. So, okay. I'm going to cut a couple of pieces here into some squares. To just kind of get them laid down. And then I was thinking, oh, that's pretty too. Oh, gee whizzle sticks. So many pretty things. There's just, oh, gee, Tara. Clumsy girl. Anyway, there's just so many fun things we can do and so many things to play with. I know you guys say it to yourselves all the time too. Gosh, I just don't know what I want to do next. I am constantly doing that. I'm like, oh my goodness, what can I do? I mean, there's so much, and always something new and grabbing my attention, some shiny bauble in the junk journal world that grabs my attention and makes me go, ooh. Like, oh, yesterday I'm at the dollar store and I, praise God, he helped me. I prayed through the store. I'm not kidding, because I was like buying everything I was seeing, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? I just got back from that big old vacation, and no, you gotta stop. But I found these pretty glitters. I've got one of them open. I'm not gonna pull it in because it's over there, but look at these, you guys. Aren't they so pretty for Thanksgiving? Look at that. So I bought, let's see, where are they? These, and I thought maybe we'd do a video decorating these little laser cuts and do them with glitter. I'm not much of a glitter person, to be honest with you. However, these were so beautiful, and they're that really sandy, grainy, So I tried one a little while ago, and I'm looking to see. Yeah, it's not. Well, it might work if I do it a little better. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can make that work, because I really like the idea of the glitter, So I'm hurrying through this one here, because when that other one dries, ooh, I'm getting it everywhere. Look at me. Calm yourself, girl. Don't go getting all cray-cray. Okay, we'll put this one toward the center. The poinsettia. Oh no, this is a holly berry, huh? Never mind. Okay. Yesterday I tried to use, I bought some flat mat. Well, I gotta be honest, I don't think I like it. At least not for what I was doing yesterday with this. I don't know. Maybe I would like it better on more of a kind of a grungy type project. But yeah, I love my satin Mod Podge. I know most people use matte, but I don't like glossy, but I love the satin. To me, it's just a nice amount of gloss without it being too much. I'm looking, where'd I put my little cards? Ah, okay. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this one with mostly him, and then maybe I'll put a few splashes of my metallic papers, here and there. But I kind of wanted to do one that was more dedicated to this Tim Holtz stuff. I love my Tim Holtz stuff. I know we all do. Most of us do. That seems to be the consensus. So, so I was going to, oh, that's pretty too. I'll use this one. And I'm not doing the distress right now. I should cover that. Because I was thinking I wanted to use the distress ink after the fact and kind of grunge these up a little bit after they're done. And I'll show you what I mean, either if I get to it. I don't think I'll get to it today. It'll probably be in the cut down video, or even if we have to go into a decorating video, you know, it'll probably be one of those. So let's see. This one's nice. Oh, they're all nice. Who am I kidding? So pretty, so pretty. Oh, I like that one though. Oh, I like that too. Oh, it's cute. Oh, gee whizzle sticks. Should I use the... I really like the plaid. I think I'm going to go with the plaid side. Okay. I love these little cards from him. Every time I see a new pack, I grab them. I use them a lot. They're kind of, to me, they're kind of like an, I don't know, they give you your decorating goal like right from the get-go. Like you've already got a leg up when you use these, because they have such great pictures on them, you know, and illustrations and stuff. And so you kind of get an effect you want, and then you can build on it, of course, and finish it off. But it just gives you a really good foundation to build on, which of course is Tim's goal, I'm sure. Oops, I gotta quit dripping. Okay. I am so messy. I'm sure some of you are probably like cringing at how messy I am. I hope not. Just being me. Okay, if I can't, I'm kind of like that person who, I heard somebody say this. Who was it? Oh gosh, it was somebody that we all like. Oh, what's her name? I think her name's Andrea on, oh, shucks. I can't think of her channel name. And I totally know that most of you have heard of her. Anyway, she was making the comment that if it's something that she has to wait overnight, you know, if the directions say to wait overnight, she's kind of done. I mean, it's already lost her attention. That's kind of how I am. Is anybody else like that? I'm going to keep this one for later. Because, yeah, I get like that. I'm like, I have to wait overnight for this? No. So I'm like that with projects. It's one of the reasons I think I fell in love with Tina, was because she started a project and for the most part finished it within a video or two. And also she didn't throw a lot of instructions at me. She just did it, and it was easy and simple, and she made mistakes, and I loved the fact that she made mistakes. Made me feel human, or made me feel good about being a human and not making the perfect you know, decisions on how I decorated stuff, or how I cut things, because I don't like to measure. I don't like to use the cutter unless I absolutely feel like I need to. And I like things to be pretty or how do you say it? Rewarding, quick reward. I do enjoy that quick reward experience. Yeah, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you do too. So for me, these cards are a great asset. That's one of the reasons I really like them. That, and of course the designs and stuff. I mean, the beauty of them is just, you know. Now I'm going to probably put another card over here, and then I'm going to start, oh, here it is. I'm going to start bringing in some of the metallic. Where's my scissors? I'm going to do some strips of the metallic to be hidden kind of in the background of everything, you know. Okay. All right. I don't know that you know how I am about gold anyway, but just having that metallic look makes it Christmassy to me. I feel like the glitter of it, you know, not the glitter, but you know what I'm saying, right? the metallic shine. Okay, I think I'll do one more over here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do, where are those cards? I have picked out a few of them. Oh yeah, the other side. Let's peek. Not that one, but this one. Yeah, that one was pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. We gotta even that out though. It looks really pretty off. That's better. Goodness. I need to get me one of the giant ones of the satin. When I don't use it all the time though, that's why I buy the smaller, but when I do use it, I use a lot. Seems like. Okay, this one's gonna go here. Yeah, I should off center it. Yeah, a little bit. And the reason I'm doing this as I go is because I'm going to do another coat, a final coat over this when I end up, after I do like the top layer. So I'm layering this in case, just in case anybody was wondering what in the world Tara is up to. That would be my thought process. Let's see, wait. I love the feel that Mod Podge brings to stuff, though. That always makes me super happy. That leathery, you know what I mean? That glue, how it dries and makes it feel thick, and I don't know. I like it. Okay, now we want to do some little things here and there. What should I do? I'm kind of avoiding chopping some of these up because I want to use them possibly in the actual journal when I go to decorate. I would like to have them. And I'm sorry if you guys happen to be seeing a flickering of my light. The light I use was my late husband's. He used to use it in the garage when he worked on cars, and it's a spotlight, you know, type thing. But the problem for me is it is kind of flickering now, like it's getting old. You know, he passed away almost, what, 6.5 years ago. And he used that light for, I don't know, 15 years before that. He had it for a very long time, and I've just repurposed it, you know. And so yeah, it's doing this little flicker thing. And I checked the light bulb. The light bulb's fine. It's one of those energy light bulbs that last forever. I've twisted it to make sure it's in there good. So I'm thinking that the lamp itself is starting to struggle. Now, Tippy, I am not going to go outside again. We just went out a little while ago. You're going to have to wait a few minutes. She's over here huffing at me. That's what she does. That's how she talks. That's her way of communicating. She tries to speak. She doesn't, you know, bark a lot. So when she wants to communicate, she will huff. Like that. If I talk to her and tell her to talk, she'll make that noise. She'll be like, you know, cracks me up. I might have to pause. I don't know. Maybe her food is making her. All right, you guys, I'm going to pause. Little baby's got to go potty. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So I came back in and I actually went ahead and finished this one off. Here, let me pull back a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So there's that one. Okay, and I'm going to let it dry. And this is the one we did earlier, and I kind of messed it up right through here. So that'll get covered. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so let's draw this back in, and for the next few minutes, I'm going to do a little decorating. And then tomorrow, probably tomorrow, I would think, we will go ahead and have some fun cutting these up and decorating them and making them into their final version of themselves. So let's see here. Okay, so I wanted to, let's see, I wanted to do some edging around like this with some of these. I did that yesterday on that other one, and it came out pretty cool. So I was thinking that even if I don't have an edging that I like, I could use one of these and cut it down, you know. Let's try that. Let's see. Hopefully. See if I can cut it straight enough. Okay. It's pretty straight. It's not bad. That side's cool too. So I think I'll stick with the holly, and I'm going to run that along the bottom here. So let's distress. And I'm going to use the archival ink again because, like I said earlier, I want it to not run when I do the Mod Podge on the top of this. So one of you asked me if my sponge, my sponges give out on me pretty quick. I was telling her it's probably between 3 and 6 months, depending on how I've abused it. For the most part, I try to use them for smaller spaces. The big areas, I always use these guys, you know, and it spreads it smoother. Plus, they can take a beating, kind of. They're pretty strong. So, okay, paint this on the back. I'm thinking yesterday when I did my decorations, I might switch over to my art glitter glue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I used. But this is so long and wide, I thought maybe it'd be good to use this way. Okay. Yeah, I did. I remember that. It just made my life a little bit easier. So let me grab my art glitter glue here. I also cut out these little guys. They're out of a kit that I purchased for Christmas, and it's got like little couples, you know, little girl and boy, little baby girl. Yeah, so just some fun next to the Christmas tree. So I thought we'd choose from those to put on top. Let me get my, do I have a needle? Probably not. Okay. Just to be sure. Open that up. There we go. Okay. Yeah. These are like those, I'm in fact going to just run this like that. These are those wallpaper trims of his. I bought a kit recently, oh, come on, that had the wallpaper trims, and it was pretty cool. They're not for Christmas, you know, but they just look really cool, the vintage. And then you can, of course, print them out, you know, and utilize them. But his are cool because they have that kind of that wallpaper feel, too. So I thought on these places on the edges, this was kind of fun to run some edging along the edge. You know what I mean. Yeah, I was kind of bummed today when I went to Walmart because I was looking at the Christmas decorations and stuff. And I'm not gonna, I mean, I have 3 or 4 of those giant totes that the big totes, you know, full of Christmas decorations. I've, of course, been having Christmas with my family forever, so I have quite the collection, and like so many of you do, I'm sure. But I was looking and I was kind of checking out the ribbons and stuff like that. And I got to tell you, you guys, I was disappointed. There wasn't anything. I didn't see anything at the dollar store either yesterday. There was not anything that even remotely mentions our Savior. And it just made me sad, you know. Everything was, even like I was looking at the napkins and thinking maybe I could find, you know, pretty napkins. All they said, there was 2 sets. And I mean, it might just be my Walmart, you know, maybe your Walmart has a good selection of stuff. But yeah, it said, one of them said warm wishes and the other one said happy holidays, you know. Heaven forbid we have a napkin even that says Merry Christmas. You know, we can't have the name Christ in anything. It really just made me sad. I was like, really? I mean, now we all as Christians know that December 25th is not his actual birthday. But it is, I've always explained it even to my kids and to kids I taught in school or church and stuff. You know, even though we know that December 25th is not our Savior's birthday, that is the day that we have corporately chosen to worship and give thanks for his birthday and acknowledge his birthday. You know what I mean? And yeah, and so I was just like, seriously, we can't even talk about what this day is about. There was nothing. I mean, I didn't see, I'm trying to think. I saw no nativity scenes. Nothing. Yeah, it was sad. And then yesterday, Courtney was online, and he was reading news, you know. And he said, wow. And I said, what? And I had been telling him in this last year, you know, if Walmart is not careful because of how they've really taken advantage of the inflation factor. You know, I mean, it's good that they've raised their prices for their sake. I mean, I understand that. There has to be an increase at some point. But to raise the prices to the extent they have in so many, you know, areas of the store, it's ridiculous. And so I was telling him, you know, they might have a really hard awakening someday and end up going out of business because customers just stop shopping them. I mean, if we're going to pay those higher prices, we might as well pay for the quality too and go over to Target or Safeway or, you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's plenty of stores and they've always been expensive, but at least they were out there and they were honest about it. They were more expensive than Walmart. Walmart is still touting that, you know, it's the store to go to for the cheapest prices. And it's like, well, not really, not anymore. I'm finding that their prices in a lot of things that I purchase personally, I know it's different for everybody because everybody has different things they buy, but for the most part, the things that I purchase on a regular basis have all gone up exorbitantly. I mean, you know, big time, big time. And so he read that there are stores throughout America now, Walmart stores, that are starting to close down. Yeah, so that's a little, he was like, maybe other customers, because I'll be honest, there's some things I'll go over and buy them at the big grocery store next door. Ours is called Safeway. And they're, you know, a part of Albertsons. In case you don't know what Safeway is, it's like an Albertsons, but called Safeway. We have both here. And yeah, so I've been going over there once in a while now and getting stuff instead of buying it at Walmart because I know it's going to be just about the same price or more. So yeah, there's still some things that are cheaper, but I'm just saying overall, they've really, you know, raised themselves. So yeah, but I was sad because there was just nothing representing Oh Holy Night, you know, nothing. And I was like, seriously, we can't give him any glory, any attention, you know. Have you guys noticed that at all at your stores? I'm just curious if that's, because I know our store is in a small town, and so it is a smaller store. It's bigger than a neighborhood market. It's kind of the size that the Walmarts were before they remodeled them and made them super Walmarts. But it has everything in it that a super Walmart has, but just on a smaller scale and less selection, you know. So like the flavors, you know, you get less selection of flavors and stuff on things because they don't have the room, of course, to fit the stuff in the store. But I'm just wondering if you guys are experiencing that at all. Let me see here. I've got to remember that we have the other one we just decorated too, so we've got to keep in mind. I want to put something big on here that covers my faux pas. I totally tore it, you guys. I was so bummed. Let's see. Let's pick a pretty little picture, shall we? What time is it? I gotta check because, oh, see, it's time to say bye. It's time to say bye. See, I get into conversation with you guys and I lose track of time. Well, all right, you guys, you will get to see the finished product tomorrow. I'm sure I'll probably put this up for tomorrow. I'll probably just go ahead and start recording right away after this one, you know, continuation. So we'll do part 1 and part 2 like we did the other day. Does that sound like a plan? Okay. These little guys are so cute. Look at them by the Christmas tree. Little lovebirds. Okay. All right, sweeties. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Happy crafting. And I love you. Bye.